Welcome back to the Careful Diver. Today I am filming from Paris because I am at the Paris Dive Show, and this is my quick report on day one. First off, I landed yesterday exhausted. Very embarrassingly, tried to buy an SNCF ticket, which is a train ticket to get on the metro. Took me about 5 minutes to realize I was trying to buy the wrong ticket. Yep, humbled right off the bat. Got the right ticket, got onto the right metro rail, got to my hotel, everything great today. For sure, rebreathers. I am still on the hunt for this front mount. I would love to switch over and start training on a front mount unit. FXCCR definitely made a good showing. Still a great machine. Saw it at DEMA, saw it again here. Really liking it. The Liberty side mount everywhere all the time. People rave about it. And then today I was introduced to the Triton. Had not really thought about it, seen it, So I got a long presentation about the Triton by their instructor trainer lead person. He was very gracious. And it's a great machine. The thing that's interesting is that it is a mechanical CCR. So it has a continuous O2 with additional manual O2 introduction to the system. Very small, very light. Instructors who were there who use it said that it's the best work of breathing, like the most fluid, easiest breathing apparatus. And it's really very easy to use. You can put your diluent either on back mount or side mount, and there's no set size of the tank. So, got to check it out. I might try it. Okay. Talking about trying things. Okay, this show has a pool. No, I'm not kidding. The conference center has a pool in one of the halls. If you want to try diving, oh, they really mean it. They mean go get changed, get in the water, you're going to try diving. I thought that was pretty sweet, pretty cool, pretty out there. DEMA definitely did not have that. Other thing I came across were dry bags. This fantastic brand had these beautiful dry bags, great patterns, beautiful patterns, and great backpacks with pockets. And I mean, you can just use it as your carry on, and then it's your dry bag. It took a lot of self control not to buy one. I've already bought so much stuff, but next time I buy a dry bag, I think it'll be from them. Just great selection. There were at least four wine vendors. Not what you see at the US shows. Definitely its own thing. I'm not a wine drinker, but it was kind of cute that they were there. Which brings me, though, I got to have a 4-course meal at the TDISDI stand for lunch with a Michelin chef who prepared the dishes for us. And we got a little 1966 wine. Again, not a wine drinker, but that one was pretty good. And definitely not what I've seen at any other show in my entire life. There were only 10 people invited. I was very lucky to be one of those 10. So loved the meal. Finished with a tiramisu. And I was really hoping to be well behaved with food this trip. And I guess I was until the tiramisu. That probably, but it was so good. I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful. Okay. And then more back to CCRs. Apparently my CCR is woefully under equipped. I guess these people are definitely not bringing knives to gunfights, although is underwater a gunfight? Anyway, I thought it was funny that I've never seen that in the US, but I came to the French show and that's what they had there. I guess it was edgy. On the equipment front, I also saw these wetsuits by Shark Skins, and basically it was interesting because they're thinner. I mean, when you feel them, I'd say they're probably a 3 mil, but then the explanation says feels like a 5 mil. And I thought, oh, that would be kind of interesting. So apparently, they're warmer, and so it feels like a 5 mil, but it feels like butter when you're touching it. It's really soft to the touch and kind of, thinner. So I'm intrigued, and I would probably try one at some point. I also love the fact that it feels like a 5 mil, and it has an integrated pocket like a semi-dry or a dry suit usually has, and it's a wetsuit. So intriguing, interesting. Definitely put a pin in that. All right. This has nothing to do with diving, but I bought this necklace. You see this necklace? Okay. So here's the thing. I'm not a jewelry person. I'm not even a necklace person. We know necklace. I like big stuff, but okay. You know what? Game recognizes game. These people had their sales pitch down. I mean, you just couldn't say no. So basically, the way they start, they're like, "Oh, would you like to take this ticket and you can get a free pearl if you find it in one of the oysters?" And these are real. I'm not saying like toy. I mean, these are oysters. So they pick a bunch of oysters, they have them ready, and then you go up with your ticket and you pick one. And if it has a pearl, it's yours. So you can literally see the pearl being shucked out of the oyster. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we do it on the first one. There's nothing in it. And then she says, you know what? I like you. Let's do it again. I mean, they got game. What are you going to do? So she gets me a second one. And this little pearl was inside the actual oyster. I picked it. I watched it come out of the oyster. And so they have a guy there, and immediately they're like, "Hey, would you like us to make a little piece of jewelry for you?" And they have a couple models, and they're not very expensive, but basically, I picked for it to be just look like this, and it was 70 euros. And so, oh, and they measure the pearl, and so they measure the pearl. It was about 8-9 millimeter. She says that's pretty big. It's about 90 euros. It's worth this pearl's about 90 euros. So for 70 euros, we'll put it on a necklace for you right here and now. And they did it, and I paid it, and who am I gonna? I mean, it was great. And it's pretty. It's good. I just thought, oh my God, you guys know what you're doing, right? Because it's very different. Now I have a whole story behind it instead of just I walked to a place and bought a pearl. Anyway, that's the Paris dive show for today. I am at a hotel that is literally a 6-minute walk. The fence, the gate at the fence at the back of the hotel is the fence to the conference hall. So perfect. It's the Novotel. Definitely recommend it. I'm putting the address down in the comments. And that was day one. My name is Juji Carminati. I'm the Careful Diver, and thank you for watching.